I got my head in the clouds. I got my soul in the wild. I wanna go back in time, reaching for the mystic dive. Will you fight for love? Oh, will you stay watching mother turn to dust, mystic dust? I got my feet on the ground, yeah, and all I see a plastic man. I wanna go all the way, yeah, reaching for the mystic pen. Will you fight for love? Oh, will you stay watching mother turn to dust, mystic dust? Watching the red setting sun and the ice on the mountain. I feel part of everything, yeah. I feel full, so alive. I am trapped all the time in a world that's sick and cold, yeah. And I feel for our mother, yeah, and all her seas and waves. Will you fight for love? Oh, will you stay watching mother turn to dust, mystic dust?
Welcome back to the Sleepy Sessions podcast. I'm your host, Sebastian Martinez, and welcome to the show where it's the artist's job to sing us the perfect lullaby. On today's show, we have a very special guest. He just got done performing one of his songs off his new album. The song is called Mystic Dust. Here he is, Mr. Lorenzo Mohr. Lorenzo, how's it going, man?
Hello. Pretty good. Pretty good. Thank you. How are
Thank
you?
you. I'm doing great that we got you on the show. Thank you so much for coming on, man. I'm so excited to get down and start find out who Lorenzo is.
For sure. Happy to be here.
Yeah, it's awesome. And for, let's start things off right away for the viewers. Give them a mini intro, introduce yourself, your major, and the first artist that got you into music.
Yeah. So my name is Lorenzo Mohr, and my major in Galton, which is a concentration, is not really a major, but integrated environmentalism with a minor in philosophy. And I know it sounds a little crazy, but it has its advantages. And when it comes to the artists that got me into music, well, many artists got me into music. I can give you maybe 3 or 4. When I was a little kid, I used to listen to CDs and on my little stereo, and I had a Led Zeppelin CD, a Queen CD, Michael Jackson, and I used to have also And Kiss. Oh, Kiss was a big one too in the beginning.
Gosh, Kiss. Wesley, you have like several genres going on there. That's like that's amazing. And like yeah, you were just mentioning, you were listening to all these classic rock artists, like you just said, like Kiss, even. But like now I got to ask, how did you get introduced to that generation of music? Because in our generation, we weren't getting that type of music on the radio. And you were also in Italy. So how did you come to like be introduced to classic rock and that genre of music?
Yeah. Well, I kind of grew up with that music. I guess around where I grew up, that was my family and all of that. That was kind of the music that was going on. I also kind of had I guess my dad was like singing those songs to me when I was little. Like, though that music was kind of around. I remember Paul Simon was around when I was a little kid, and then as I grew up, that was kind of the music that I kind of was more attracted to in the beginning. I actually after that I went through a whole phase of different genres, and then I actually eventually came back to it. So I did kind of like a cycle.
You did like a full circle kind
Yeah.
of thing, like back to the origin. That's wonderful. When you were saying your dad sang you these songs, was your dad into music as well? Was he a singer?
Yeah, no. He just was a kind of like a music fan. He liked a lot of like his
Avid music listener.
Avid, yeah, he listened to a lot of good music, like Genesis, Led Zeppelin, Paul Simon, a lot of good music, Bob Dylan. And
A
so
man
I
of great taste. A man of great taste.
then I started to get into it too, and playing my first instrument, started to sing, and then that was kind of the influence that I got. And even though I went through a whole different genres after that, I kind of came back because it seemed like the music that was more like honest and raw and true out of all the genres.
That's so beautiful. That's such an amazing story. I just can't believe that full circle thing. That's a movie right there. That's a movie like in the making. But like, yeah, like let's move on to your like, your music career. And something that we want to mention is that you were a finalist in 2018 for the NYU Ultraviolet Talent Show, and then come 2019 you took home the grand prize. You came back, you were like, I'm gonna win this, I'm gonna take it, and you took it. Like for the viewers that like may not know, can you tell them like a little bit about what Ultraviolet is? Let them know like way out to be familiar with it.
Yeah, so Ultraviolet is NYU's talent show. It's a university-wide, so it's like the whole university's talent show. It's not like school-related. It's just an overall, I guess it's the NYU talent show, I guess you could say.
The NYU talent show, yes.
Yeah. And it's really fun. It's an amazing experience for musicians who are upcoming and for everybody who wants to share their music. It's basically happens, I mean, I don't know, this year probably it's not really happening, or maybe it's virtually, I don't know. But it's at the Skirball Theater, NYU Skirball Theater, which is a big theater with like 200, 300, 400 people. I don't even know, but there's a lot of people there. And you go through auditions and you go through different rounds, and then you end up at the finals and you get a chance to play in front of like 500 people or even more. And it's such a wonderful opportunity. And yeah, so I went to the finals the first time, and then I was like, I guess I can do this. And then I came back and I did it.
Wow, that's another amazing story right there. Because you come right back and you say like, I'm gonna this time, either way you were like very determined, but like this time, like something must have felt different. Like how was that experience? Yeah, like for you, like coming back the second time.
Oh, that was a great day for me and for the whole team. It was amazing. I mean, the first time I played alone, I played Mystic Dust alone actually with my guitar. And then the second time I kind of got the band together for the album. And so we all kind of went on stage and played I'll Find My Road, which is the first song of the record actually. And it just came out perfect, even better than the record. It was just a great performance, and the energy in the room was spectacular, and the judges were really vibing. And so eventually we just kind of took the prize home, and we split it, and it was amazing. And yeah, great times.
That is so that's just such a fantastic story. That is so great. Like what you were just saying before, talking about growing up in that household and like coming back to this full circle thing, and now that feeling of winning this like huge talent show. It must have been amazing. Like once they said your name, like, you know, they said like, and the winner of Ultraviolet, like that moment must have been like mind blowing, correct?
Oh, it was so mind blowing. It was crazy. I mean, the thing is, like, the whole thing, I mean, it was crazy because there's so many people and the judges are actually kind of famous and the whole thing feels like VIP. So it's like, you know, it's just, the winner is Lorenzo Mohr. And I just exploded on stage and everybody was like, yeah. Like, you know, when you're like nobody, you know, and there's like a whole crowd of people just screaming your name.
Just screaming your name, exactly. And it should be mentioned, you know, like we're not saying anything, but you know, Lady Gaga came in third place at this same exact competition. We're not saying anything specifically that Lorenzo, you know, he came in first and Lady Gaga came in third. It's not like I'm saying that Lorenzo is, you know, possibly one of the best musicians, you know, ever at NYU. But I am saying that. So just wanted to throw that out there. Just wanted to throw that out there for all the viewers to know that Lady Gaga did come in third and Lorenzo came in first. But that's just me on my end. But that's amazing, dude. That's just fantastic. I think it's time. You know, I think we're hyping up your music like so much now that people want another performance. What do you say? You want to give us another performance?
For sure, definitely.
Let's do it. All right. This is Lorenzo Mohr here again with Johnny Lee.
There was a man in the alley who told the world where to go and prophesy the future in a cave away from all mistakes, from all the miles. Johnny was a writer. His words could take flight, and you would see them painted inside your books, into your clothes, within your mind. As he walked alone with his back held firm, he had no eyes. I saw him once in the station. He stood across the lane from me and looked without a mouth, without a nose. As he sat alone with a candle in his hand, he watched the earth. I found him in a picture. He was standing right behind my sister, my father and mother. He winked at me with his dark soul from times unknown. As he ran towards the tide, he knew he would die a hero's death. As he jumped right inside, the water gave way to the distant hand.
And that was Lorenzo with Johnny Lee. And let's bring Lorenzo back in, dude. Let's talk about, that track, Johnny Lee. And I gotta ask, who do you think would win in a fight, John Cena or Bruce Lee?
Bruce Lee, just because I like Bruce Lee better.
Oh my God. Yeah, not even John Cena with his, and the thing is, John Cena, like, nobody can really see. I'm just saying, like, he could be lethal. He could be lethal in that.
But I'm a big Kung Fu, Wing Chun, and Bruce Lee style. So I'm a big fan of that.
But actually, like, while we're on the topic, can you tell us, like, kind of like the meaning behind Johnny Lee? What that song like truly means?
Yeah. So Johnny Lee, it's probably the most, I don't know, maybe not the most, but it is one of the most introspective songs of the album. It's so Johnny Lee is actually a character that popped up in my dreams. So I decided to write a song about this character, and the descriptions in the song kind of just fit what I saw in my dream. And yeah, so it's really about this kind of very mysterious character who seems to have supernatural powers and who has kind of washes over the world, and you find them in your clothes and in your pictures and everywhere you go. It's kind of a creepy song to a certain extent, but it's also very, I think it shows a lot about human psychology and kind of what can go on in a human mind.
Wow. So did you just like wake up one day after that dream and like you just like ran to your like, like your writing desk, your writing station, like, I need to get this out. I need to get this out right now.
Yeah, actually, I had a few dreams with Johnny Lee in it. So after those few dreams, I decided, I didn't really decide to write it just because I saw it, but just when I was writing the melody and all that, and I said, well, I could write about this. I mean, this is a character that's been going on. And
oh, he's appeared more times. It wasn't just that one time that was just like, I got to do it. It was like really apparent. Wow.
Yeah, it's just my unconscious.
That's so cool. That is so cool because inspiration can come all over the place. Inspiration, creativity, and for it to come from a dream, that's just great. It makes the track even more special. Oh my gosh. And while we're on the topic of this song and your album, like I want to give you a chance. Is there any future projects that we can look out for? Anything that come in the wings? Anything another Sleepy Sessions exclusive by any chance?
Well, I can't really say definitely what's going to happen next. I know that there's a few things coming, especially regarding music videos and things like that regarding the album. So there will be maybe a music video soon. I'm not going to announce the date yet.
Oh, okay. All right. So we're going to tease. We're going to tease though that there may be a music video and the wings coming. Okay. I like that. I'll take that as a Sleepy Sessions exclusive, y'all. Okay. We're maybe getting a music video soon. So I think we got the questions that that we wanted to ask. It was like simple question answer. I think it's time that we play like a little game. What do you think, Lorenzo?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. So this is a game here at Sleepy Sessions we like to call the perfect mix. In all art forms, there's always a case of blending. Blue and yellow makes green. Die Hard and Baby Geniuses makes Paul Blart. It's just art is always mixing, a constant blend. We want to find out what the blend is found in your music. So basically, think you're a chef, right? You're a chef, the biggest critic is sitting in your sitting at a table in your restaurant right now. But the thing is, the meal that you're creating for him is all the artists that create your sound. So tell us, what's that recipe look like? If you want to serve this to the critic that's sitting by himself waiting for his meal.
Okay, let's do like some Rolling Stones bass. And then I'm gonna put some.
You say like a cup of the Rolling Stones, almost like a cup.
Yeah. What are we preparing here? I mean, is it like a? Okay, let's do like cups. Let's do cups. All right.
You want to do a cup? Let's just say you have a bowl. You just have a bowl,
Okay.
and you're just gonna mix it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so a cup of Rolling Stones. Then I would put in a cup of Interpol.
Interpol.
Yeah.
Ooh.
NYC band, by the way. Yeah, so Interpol, and then I would put in something to make a little bit more interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Patti Smith.
Patti Smith. Okay. Is that another cup? Are we throwing another cup in there of Patti Smith?
Three cups, like the base,
Three. Okay. Oh, we're setting. That's right. We're setting the base. We got the 3 cups. Yeah. Okay.
Cups, and then I'm gonna put some smaller cups in. Led Zeppelin.
Stairway to Heaven, baby. Yes.
I mean, you gotta put them in there somewhere. And then I would put a little cup of Bob Dylan, and then maybe like more like a modern band, like Radiohead, like a little cup of Radiohead in.
Radiohead. So we're getting a mix of all the different years. This is showing the true art is constantly being blended throughout all the years.
That's the way I work in when music I listen to. It's not really just, of course, predominantly it's like rock and roll, folk, 60s and 70s, but it's not only the things I listen to. I like good music, or at least what I think is good music. So and there's a lot of different styles. And then, yeah, to just top it off, I would just add something very jazzy, or like some jazzy artist. I don't know, Duke Ellington, a little bit of Duke Ellington on top.
Duke Ellington. Oh yeah. Man, wow, that's a crazy mix right there. For me, I think the critic is gonna love this already. You got a whole mix of genre, and like you said, you gotta listen to good music. People think that there's specific things you should be watching, even in with film. There's specific films you need to be watching in order to be a filmmaker. It's all about the stuff that you find good, and this is a perfect example of it. This perfect example of it, Lorenzo. Man, yeah, totally. What a mix! What a mix! I believe we've unfortunately run out of time now. Lorenzo, thank you so much for coming on the show. It was a pleasure, talking with you, having these performances. All I can say, on my end, the future is immensely bright with you, and I can't wait to see all the music videos, question mark, potentially, almost. I'm going to be the first one to click on it once it drops. Music videos, constantly streaming your album, of course, on Spotify and all the services. We're going to put, all your handles right in our bio. So make sure to scroll down, click on it right away. Any last words, Lorenzo? Anything you want to leave the viewers with?
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll, baby. And that concludes this week's episode of the Sleepy Sessions podcast. Make sure to catch us again for a new episode in 2 weeks. As always, thank you so much again, Lorenzo, for being on the show. And of course, have a good night, everyone.